Good evening. Oh,
I can-
shoot. Hold on.
I'm on mute
Sorry
now.
about that, Bruce.
We're okay. We're okay. I'm on mute.
Okay, thank you. Okay, to call the Board of Adjustment meeting to order. The time is 5:31 and notice is hereby given. Board of Adjustment, City of Castle Hills, Monday, August 22nd. At the City of Castle Hills City Hall on 209 Lemmerwood, to consider the following agenda. First items to call to order and determine if there's a quorum. I do determine we have a quorum is present. Second item on the agenda is the consent agenda. And that's approval of the Board of Adjustment minutes dated July 25th, 2022. Do you have a motion to approve? Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Lopez. Do I have a second? Okay, second by Mr. Villegas. Is there any discussion on the consent on the minutes? Okay. Okay, no discussion on the minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, it's unanimous. Okay, third item on the agenda. We're going to table that. The petitioner is not able to make it for this meeting, so we're going to table that for the next meeting. Fourth item on the agenda, public hearing, discussion and possible action on application from Linda J. Guardo for a variance for side yard setbacks on a property located at 123 Danube Drive, CV 5008A, block 15, lot 13, contrary to section 50-64 area regulations. It'd be a minimum side yard setbacks for all buildings and structures shall be 10 feet of the Castle Hills Code of Ordinances. I have the time is 5:33 p.m. We're going to open the public hearing. Do I have somebody to speak here? Is that correct? Okay. Okay. If you could step up to the mic, please, and tell us who you are.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You have to bring that lower.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
please do.
Hi, my name is Linda Guajardo and I live at 123 Danube. I have resided there since 1991. So loyal Castle Hills resident. And we decided to get a generator because of what happened a couple of years ago with, or last year, right? You know.
The freeze.
Yes.
Yes.
So we decided to get that, and it's on the side of my house because my gas meter and my electrical is right there, and we put it on the side of the trash cans, and the trash cans have been there since I moved in, so they've been there a long time, and I'm needing a variance of 6 feet approval for that. So that's why I'm here.
Okay, thank you. If we may call you back, but I do appreciate it anyway. So thank you. Okay, do you have anybody else to speak in this public hearing? Okay, the time is 5:34. The public hearing is closed on this agenda item. I'd like to open it up. I believe Mr. Smiley had an item to go over on this. I'd like to allow that to happen.
Yes. Thank you, John. Hold your phone up to the microphone, please.
Yes. Can everybody hear?
Can you hear me now?
Okay, go ahead, Bruce.
Okay. Number one, I'm not sure why we're hearing this. The chair was consulted on this, and I did not deem a generator, an air conditioner, anything that required a small structure platform for setting preform to be classified as an auxiliary building. I don't think it applies. And if we have something apply, I would like the board to, quite frankly, I thought we were taking this off the agenda and giving the applicant their money back for going through this. If there's something, Mr. Rapley, is there a reason that this still sits on the agenda?
Sir, I think because we had already posted it in between the conversation you might have had with Mr. Zamarone, but we had already posted the agenda a while back, so we could not remove it off the agenda.
Okay, in that case, Mr. Squire, I would like uh, I'd like to make a motion that this item be referred back to the city for adjustment and no action by the board be taken, with a strong recommendation that this is not classified as an auxiliary building in the future. If somebody will second that and we can vote on it, then that's what I'd like to see happen.
Okay, thank you. We all heard the motion. Do we have a second? Okay, we have a second by Mr. Lopez. Is there any discussion on this particular, any discussion on this item at this point in time by the board?
I don't think this is an appropriate discussion item. This is really more of a directive from the board,
Okay.
the way the motion read.
Do you concur that sorry, Bruce, do you concur that we'll need to vote on this?
I think just to make it legal, since it appears on the agenda, we can take a vote to refer it back to the city for its administrative action.
Okay, so we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor of the motion? I'm a struggle how to say this particular motion that Bruce was saying, but I think in justice to refer it back to the city for their consideration and proper handling of this item.
Correct.
All in favor? It's
Aye.
unanimous. Thank
Take
you.
care of it administratively.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on to agenda item number 5. The public hearing, discussion, and possible action on an application from Rodolfo J. Rivera for a variance for front yard fence height / materials on a property located at 112 Honeysuckle Lane, CB 5778A, Block 15, Lot 13, contrary to Section 50-66. Fences, open print A, fences in the required front yard may not be higher than 3 feet and may not be constructed of materials other than wood, wrought iron, brick, stone, stucco, or finished concrete, end quote, of the Castle Hills Local Code of Ordinances. Okay, I have a time of 5:38 p.m. I'm going to open the public hearing. Do I have anyone to speak for this public hearing? Okay. Are y'all here for that agenda item or? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Thank you for coming. Okay. I do not have anybody to speak at this public hearing. I'm going to go ahead and close the public hearing. It is now 5:39 p.m. Okay. We don't have the petitioners here to ask them any questions.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Ryan, do we have any feedback on this? Why the petitioner's not here?
Not sure, sir. I can check. But they were notified. And we
Okay.
received letters back.
Ladies and gentlemen, I made a last month. We can, at the chair's pleasure, we can reject this, or if you feel like it, give them a postponement with a strong note from the city manager that unless it is rescheduled, then it will be denied for no show, because I firmly believe that unless the city is ready to make their case for them, Mr. Zazamaron or Mr. Rapley, I really believe that going through the trouble of having this meeting, the applicant should at least show up and state their case. That's just my opinion. It is entirely up to this board what you choose to do.
Okay, thank you, Bruce. Okay, and I'm going to concur with at this point, I'm going to concur with Mr. Smiley Kaloff that we need a petitioner here. My recommendation will be to follow that we postpone this, and if the board will be in agreement, and that this postponement should how do you say, be addressed rapidly, if you can follow up with them to get them in here at a reasonable reasonable timeframe, Brian?
No more than 60 days.
Our next
I
BOA
think
for
we'll-
September would be the 26th, I believe. So
I think what we'll do, we'll give them 60 days to respond appropriately. Okay, all right, so I've made a motion. Do I have a second on that motion?
Seconded.
Okay, I don't know who went first. Okay, Mr. Aiken, seconded the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, it's unanimous. Okay. Bruce,
May I
would you like to
address
say
one more
something else?
thing? Yeah, may I address one more thing? Is that all the
Okay, go
items? Is that all the items?
yes.
Okay, perfect. Next month, the 26th, I've been informed by Luis that no one has petitioned yet, only for this postponed item is the possibility of something coming up. I have been told that there are going to be a couple of people that aren't going to be available, and I'm going to be out of the country. Since the deadline is so close and does not look like we're going to have anything filed with the exception of this postponement or the multiple postponements of the petitioners this evening, I would like, without objection, and if somebody has an objection, by all means speak up, but I would like to have all matters that could possibly come up for next month, unless it's a dire emergency, be referred to the October meeting. Is there any objection, Mr. Squire? I can't see that well on my iPhone.
Oh, okay. Hold on here. Yeah, I have no objection to that. Matter of fact, I'm going to be out of town probably during that week anyways.
Right, I think we're gonna have a hard time. putting-
I'd have to ask Louis if there's any applications in the pipeline for the September meeting.
I already have.
Unless if that's
He
the
said
wish, we
no.
can push those off to October as well.
Okay. Louis, can you address that? As I understand it, there's nothing pending at this point for the September meeting.
Things, but I haven't gotten any applications, and their cutoff date is Friday.
Okay.
I don't think that anything are going to make them in. So as of this very moment, there's nothing for the September agenda.
Okay.
Subject to change over the next couple of days.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're just, Bruce will be unavailable. I'll be unavailable during that meeting as well too.
For September.
For September, that is correct.
Well, then that's not a problem because I can run interference on the applications coming in that saying the board's not going to be able to meet a quorum, even with alternates. Is that correct?
I'm not sure. That's I don't know everybody's agenda or schedule here.
Are any of those emergent or deemed emergencies?
No, sir. I mean, not that I know of. Well, emergencies are not going to wait that long anyway for BOA. They're just going to find a workaround. But my point is that I can articulate to any applicant that comes in by Friday that the board's just simply not going to physically be able to meet on,
That works.
if that works for everybody.
Okay. Yes, that works. Bruce, your thoughts?
Yes, sir. Based on that, as and Mr. Squire, if you concur, we'll now instruct the city to move all matters that would have occurred in September to October if there's no objection from the rest of the board. Is there an objection?
All right. I'm gonna echo what- if there's an objection.
Perfect.
Okay, I show no objections for that at all. Okay, thank you. All right, with that being said, item number 6, adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn? I have a motion by Mr. Villegas and a second by Mr. Lopez. It is now 5:45. We are adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks very much, guys. Appreciate it.